Yeah guys, this is just going to be a quick review of this Japanese friction folder called a Higonokami. I believe that's the pronunciation. Very, very cheap knife friction folder, as you can see. Might have already said that. Very, very cheap. It cost me 13 quid, yeah, from Henny Haynes, so good deal. Well, depending on how you look at it, there's pros and cons. It's a all steel construction, so it's one folded over piece of metal which forms the whole handle. I put this landed on, by the way. The whole knife is, so you can see there, one solid piece of steel that's been folded over. The pivot is a pin or a rivet that's just been peened over two brass washers. I believe they're brass, or they could be phosphor bronze, or I have no idea. The blade is a reverse tanto, kind of a swept up design. Quite nice, 2mm thick. There's the bit, that's really nice and knurled or gnarled. Good for your hand, it's not going to come off. I do like this knife, I do like it. The steel is quite good, it's carbon. It says it's laminated, but I don't know if that's true or not. You can see a faint line there, but I don't know if that's just a secondary bevel that's been put on. Hopefully not, but I don't really know. It came relatively dull and with chips in, which is not the best selling point for a knife, I suppose, but what do you expect for the price, really? Every single piece of metal is really sharp. The best thing you can do with this is open boxes. You really cannot use it for carving, even fine whittling. It really does wreck your hand. You can hear that. It's really not very nice for that. There's not really a great deal to say. The blade center in, not fantastic, but you can move it in the handle. Basically overall it's just a cheap little friction folder. It's UK legal, so there's that. Folds away quite nicely. You can open it with one hand. It just fits in the pocket nice. It's not particularly big, but it's not a bad little knife. I use it as a BDC when I'm just out and about. It does look quite nice. They do all the versions in brass and everything, but this was the cheapest. I think that writing says something like Musashi or something on the blade, I don't know, but it's not a bad little knife for 13 quid. I'd definitely recommend it. Yeah, there's not really a great deal more to say on it, to be fair. I'll roll in some pictures of it. But yeah, it's for the price, not a bad knife at all. So that's I think it's called the Higonokami Japanese friction folder, UK legal. So if you're in the market for a cheap friction folder, like an alternative to a Ford Peasant Mini, then recommend you give it a look. It's a pretty decent knife. So see you later, guys.